All right. Good evening, everyone. Okay, a pleasant evening to our Zoom participants here. And we have more than 127 attended today. So maraming salamat po. Just wanted to check. Can you type yes if you can hear me clearly? Okay, napaka-active po ng participants natin. Thank you po. Thank you po, Sir Ron. Thank you, Xavier, Mr. Gwen, Miss Gwen, Alexis. Thank you po sa lahat. So, we would like to thank everyone in giving us your time in spite of your busy schedule. Yung iba sa inyo, baka nasa work from home. Yung iba, pauwi pa lang. Kaya ingat po sa ating lahat. So, we specially prepared for you this event to our Philippine participants. So, my name is Marion Cahuban. I'm the account manager of Glodon Philippines. On behalf of Glodon Company Limited, let me welcome all of you to our 2022 Cubicost New Product Launch, Precision Leads Efficacy with full 5D BIM ahead. Okay? So, in order for us to have a smooth flow of our webinar, i-share ko lang po sa inyo yung event agenda namin. Okay? So we have 3 sessions po, no? Napakadali. So Magra-run po yung event natin is from 6 to 8 p.m. The first session is the briefing of the event. The second, our main session is the trend for BIM, quantity takeoff, and how it really works. And our last session is the release of the new online training platform. And as thanks for attending out and support for our event this evening, nag-prepare po kami ng lucky draw for you po. So, eto na nga po, no? We have 5 pieces of AirPods third generation, and we will also give exclusive 5 card cases po. 100 pieces po ito. So, just a recap, it's important na nandito until the end of the event to participate our lucky draw. So, let us discuss what is Cubicost. Okay? And I'd like to ask the participants here po for this evening, a quick participation. Before this event, the email invitation, the social media promotion, did you know about Cubicost or Glodon Company? Can you type yes if na-encounter nyo na po kami? If no, kung hindi pa. Let me check nga po. Ayun, mukhang marami-rami din po, no? Baka iba dito napag-presenta na namin. Baka iba din dito nakapag-send kami ng email. So may mga nagsabi din na hindi pa po. So we hope this evening po, you will learn more about our Cubicost platform. So let me get back with our slide here. As the COVID-19 epidemic has been going on for 2 years, yet the end of it has not been seen. How we can continue our work at home or with equal or even higher productivity? Is it the high time to change our traditional work to a more digital one incorporates with the use of BIM? And what can we do? So, ang tanong na kasi nito is, we have this new normal. Yung iba nasa work from home, yung iba currently kasi good news for us, bumaba na yung alert level into 1 across different provinces. So paano nga ba natin na pag-equal yung productivity or even higher from traditional to digitalization na, no? So here, i-introduce ko po sa inyo, as we all know, the construction professional, we are moving to this digital transformation. It is to work more closely together to improve the safety, quality, and productivity during construction stage. So gusto namin ipakita sa inyo that in our past 3 generation, we have been emphasizing how fundamental it is for the connectivity of the data. Sabi nga nila may mga tinatawag na Internet of Things, no? So, and this year po, we are now introducing our 4th generation of our Cubicost product. So, as we all know this BIM, we have 2D, the documentation, construction plans, and 2D drawings, and then 3D, the 3-dimensional model, visualization of the project. The 4D, the planning, so the construction timeline, simulation of production, and we have this 5D, the cost and estimation. It is the estimating expense, material management. So using our Cubicost, your data can be connected and automated to improve your work efficiency and produce accurate results by using a single BIM model. So here in the Philippines, we have helped many consultants and contractors in dealing their challenges po, no? Maraming mga pain points po nila in doing quantity takeoff and cost estimation like quantification, BQ preparation, and many more. So this year, 2022, marami kaming new developments in our features para lalo pa po kami makahelp to the construction industry when it comes to 5D and cost estimation. So let me walk you through to these exciting new features. Okay? So as discussed earlier, no, as mentioned, sino nga po pala kami, no, sa mga hindi pa nakakalam. Let's talk about our company first. So our company is Glodon Company Limited. Glodon have been founded since 1998 We have more than 24 years in experience when it comes to cost estimation and quantity takeoff. So matagal-tagal na po kami in the industry of cost estimation, quantity takeoff. So to briefly describe and to summarize po about Glodon is that we are the one of the China planning key software enterprises. We are the leader information industry in China construction field, and we are heavily invested in our employees. Kaya nakita po niyo po, no, sobrang dami. We have over 8,000 employees. And we are the first and only publicly listed construction IT company in China. You can also research, no, pagka may time po kayo, research po yung Glodon Company, stock exchange po. Ayan, listed po kami si Glodon Company. Okay? So, we have many branches across different countries and tuloy-tuloy pa po yung pag-expand to global market. But let me focus here in our Philippines branch, no? Because this event is especially for you, no, to our Philippine participants. So, nag-start po kami way back 2016 and we are now in our 6 years na po. So, we have introduced, partnered, and helped many clients po like developers, consultant, contractors, for example, BIM-based Incorporated, Golden Topper, Primary Properties, and then for consultant, Arcadis, RLB, Isometric, and many more po. And another thing is that we have launched pre-public trainings in the last few years po, no? Baka yung iba dito naka-attend na, no? We give out pre-certificates in doing our pre-public training. So, and another thing is nakapag-launch din kami ng Philippine QS BIM competition. So, ang mga prices po per event po namin sa ganyan is like $4,500. Sobrang I think in exchange po ata no parang nasa 400,000 or to 300,000 to 400,000. So napakalaki and hopefully makasama po kayo this year. So hopefully we will have another Philippine BIM US competition. So na-discuss ko na about our company. Let's discuss now our brand Cubicost. And as we know, we have these stages in construction project. And great thing about this with Cubicost, throughout this stage, you can apply it to achieve efficient quantity takeoff. First, the design stage, okay? The design stage. So you will make use of the model. Going to tender stage, you will have your quantity takeoff here at tender stage. And now, to further expand po, to use in the construction po stage for cost estimation and progress claim. Ayan. And going to operation stage, which is the facilities management. So nakita po natin, no, as a Cubicost, may use natin in this complete construction phases. No? Napaka-ganda po di Cubicost. So how does Cubicost work? No? Paano yung operation approach niya? Actually, it's very simple. Very straightforward lang po siya. First, we have multiple sources available. So our software, our platform can support any 2D drawings like hard copy, scanned PDF, CAD file, or vector PDF, TRB, Revit, or IFC. And you can now upload it into our platforms, our solution, and identify all the elements. You will now create your 3D BIM model. Okay? So once you model, you can calculate now with the use of embedded calculation rule. So just wanted to share you also, we are the only one to introduce here in the Philippines, the Philippine standard method of measurement, where it tells the auto-calculate of all the elements like deduction, overlapping. After that, you will have your quantity report na po. So napakadali lang. Multiple sources, upload sa platform, and then you will have your 3D BIM model and calculate. And after that, you will have your quantity report. So eto na po. We wanted to share to you also the transformation of BIM technology. So the core value of Cubicost, so this is the core value, okay? First, it is intelligence. So second, visualization. So you can visualize your project na. And then the interconnection of your data. So like for your quantity takeoff. So at the end of my first session with Cubicost, your data can be connected and automated to improve your work efficiency and produce more accurate results. So now that you heard about our company, yung Clodon Company Limited and Cubicost Software, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'd like to invite Mr. Jade Morete, the Senior Account Manager of Clodon Philippines, to show us the exciting new features. Hello, Jade.
Hi, Marian. Good evening, everyone. Alright, hold on for a while. I'll just share my screen. Ayan.
Nakikita po ba yung screen ko?
Please type yes naman po sa chat kung nakita. And kung okay din yung boses ko. Ayan. Yun, Marian, thank you very much for the wonderful introduction about the Clodon company and about the Cubicost software. Again, good evening, everyone. My name is Jedmark Morete. I am the Senior Account Manager of Clodon Cubicost. On my part, I will discuss the trend of BIM quantity takeoff. Bakit maraming companies, not only in the Philippines, but all over the world, are shifting to 5D BIM in their quantity takeoff? I will present to you on how it works and how it can be beneficial to the estimating works of construction companies here in the Philippines. My presentation is divided into 5 sections. First one, from traditional to digital. Second one, from digital to intelligent. Third one, from structural to architectural and to MIPS. Fourth one, from one to many. And the last one is from office to anywhere. So yung discussion ko ngayon is about the technical part, no? So sana huwag mo iiwan sa presentation ko. And ayun, magstay tayo hanggang the rest of the event. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. Dito po sa Q&A kung nakikita nyo dito sa my panel natin. And as much as possible, please do ask in English language. No, my colleagues will help in addressing or answering your questions as I go along my presentation. All right. So without further ado, let us start now. Right. So let's proceed to the first one, from traditional to digital, or the custom quantity function of the software. In this section, ipapakita ko po sa inyo on how Cubicost can transform our traditional way of estimation into the digital way by quickly getting the number, length, and area in the drawing by smart click. But let's discuss first kung paano ba yung traditional way of estimation that most of our quantity surveyors or estimators do here in the Philippines. Baka kasi iba sa inyo na naka-attend nyo, no? Wala tayong background sa QS or estimating work. So, tingnan natin kung paano ba siya ginagawa. I know most of you is familiar with this kind of setup. No? Traditionally, yung mga drawings natin or plans are carried out in the form of 2D drawings such as CAD, PDF, or even JPEG file. If we are going to start the estimation process, kailangan natin i-print lahat ng drawings, and then we need to do some markups, and then input the information we got into Excel. May ginagamit din tayong mga tools para makapag-measure or markup tayo electronically. However, the process is still the same because you still need to input the information into the Excel for calculation. The whole process is very error-prone and it will cost a lot of time and labor costs. There are instances pa nga na nagkakamali tayo na pag-input ng formula or yung detail ng isang element, and it is very hard to track back these errors which affect the cost of the project as well. So usually, ganito yung nagiging setup natin kapag nag-estimate tayo manually, and ito yung mga pain points na kinaharap ng mga quantity surveyors or estimators natin dito sa Philippines. Since we have already discussed the traditional method, tignan naman natin kung paano nakatutulong si Cubicost to shift from traditional to digital. So example scenario, we are tasked to count the number of a specific element or may kailangan tayong i-check na quantity sa drawing in terms of length or area. Of course, kailangan muna natin i-import yung drawing sa system. After that, the software, which is in Cubicost AES, or Takeoff for Architecture and Structure, will help us do the task for us more efficiently and much easier. So I'm gonna play a video. Please watch. Right, so for example, gusto kong bilangin kung ilan yung number ng entity na to sa buong entire drawing area. So ang gagawin ko lang is i-highlight ko lang itong legend na to. And then in just one smart click, automatically hahanapin siya ni software, no? Hindi naman yung bilang niya, kundi yung locations niya. Kung makikita nyo, may mga part dito na naka-check. So ganun katalin sa software kasi nade-detect niya yung mga kaparehong legend na pinili natin. And that is one of the intelligent function of the software. Not only for that count, but also this can be used kung mag-measure tayo by linear Na tulad nito, let's say gusto natin i-measure yung car part. Ayan, pwede tayong gumamit ng line function para ma-distinguish natin yung length. Or what we can do is just select the box itself. By selecting the lines, tulad nito, automatically bibigyan tayo ng software ng total length ng pinili natin line. Just like that. And then makikita nyo dito, no, we have the total length of the chosen lines. Now, kung sobrang laki ng drawings natin and sobrang daming lines na hindi naman natin kailangan i-measure, we have an option to hide the lines that we don't need to measure. For example, ayan, kunyari car part lines lang yung gusto natin i-measure, pwede natin i-hide yung iba, no? And then ang matitira na lang sa drawing area natin, isang kailangan lang natin i-measure. So just need to select all, then in just one smart click, automatically ibibigay sa atin yung software yung total length ng mga lines na sinulat natin. Right, not only for the count and for the linear function, but this function is also available if we are going to measure by area. So let's say kailangan natin i-measure si ramp. So same thing, pwede natin i-measure yung outline ng ramp, or pwede rin natin i-select yung box mismo or yung lines mismo. And then bibigyan tayo ng software ng total area. Tulad nito. Not only with the straight lines, pero kung may mga curved lines tayo tulad nito, kaya din niyang kuhaan ng area ng software. Basta, you just need to make sure that the lines are enclosed. And there you have it. Meron na tayo agad na quantity per count for linear and for area. I know some of you po, parang medyo familiar na sa ganitong function kasi baka may nagamit na tayong software na may kaparehong 2D measurement functions. But what I want to emphasize is that sa Cubicost, mas efficient, mas user-friendly, and mas accurate siyang gamitin. Not only that, we can generate quantity report more conveniently using this one. Kasi after natin mag-model lahat or makuha or ma-measure lahat sa drawing, pwede natin siyang i-extract into Excel. Ipapakita ko mamaya kung paano siya gagawin. Since I've already showed you the 2D functionality of the software, in the next part of the discussion naman po, I'm going to show you the 3D functionality of the Cubicost software, which translates from digital to intelligent or using the intelligent identification, where we can extract the information from the drawing intelligently to build up the 3D BIM model for quantity takeoff. So sa part po na ito, mas makikita natin kung bakit yung Cubicost software ay hindi stand out kaysa sa ibang estimating tool available around. So I will show you why many construction companies here and abroad ay mas pinipili na sigurong Cubicost as their cost estimating software. Basically, as opposed to the traditional method of estimation, with this software, we can transform the 2D plans into 3D, which can give us a bigger perspective of the project we are doing. After we generate the 3D model, it should look like this. Pwede na natin makalculate ang quantities ng project, which will provide us the quantities of concrete, volume concrete, area of formworks, and area of finishes for Cubicost CAS, D-bar for TRB, and next quantity for TME. Using this, we don't need to input the formula kasi may embedded yung calculation rules yung mga software natin. So the quantities being generated are much accurate as compared to the traditional one kasi sinusunod ng software yung Philippine Standard Method of Measurement na karaniwang ginagamit ng mga QS natin here in the Philippines. So now, let's proceed to the actual demonstration. Example scenario, we are tasked to estimate the structural elements of the project, including the columns, beams, and slabs. Tignan natin kung gaano kabilis at gaano siya kadali gawin using the TAS software. First and foremost, kailangan na natin i-import yung mga drawings natin into our system. After importing them, the system can enable us to pick sidelines, sizes, locations, and other information of elements on drawings automatically. Gamit po yung internal algorithm, yung mga models ng elements natin such as walls, beams, slabs, door and window openings, etc. will be generated intelligently. So I'm gonna play a video and please watch carefully. So for example, ang una kong gustong i-identify or i-estimate is yung column. Ang gagawin muna natin is ipipick ko lang yung sideline ng column, then ipipick ko yung label, then i-click ko yung auto-identify. So you see guys, in just 3 steps, lahat ng columns sa entire drawing na in-import natin, ma-identify na siya ng software. And since na-model na natin siya into 3D, makakapag-generate na tayo ng quantity out of that. Ano yung mga quantity na mag-generate natin? Of course, yung volume ng concrete and also area ng formworks or column. Unlike the traditional way wherein, di ba, kailangan pa natin i-measure one by one yung column dimension niya. We need to put it, input it into the Excel. Mag-generate pa tayo ng formula for different trade works like concrete and formworks, no? Sobrang tagal and sobrang hassle. Pero dito sa software, ang kailangan lang natin is yung plan, import the software, then identify the element, and then that's it, no? Pwede na tayong makapag-generate ng quantity report very easily. Right, so let's try the second element, which is yung beam naman po. So same procedure, pick the sideline of the beam, pick the label of the beam, and click auto-identify. Kung makikita nyo, no, walang fast forward yun. In less than, I think, 3 seconds, lahat ng beams na identify na agad the software. And of course, makapag-generate na agad tayo ng quantity. We can look at yung 3D model. Pwede natin i-check kung may mga hindi ba na-identify or may mga kailangan tayong baguhin. Next is slab. Select lang natin yung label and then identify slab. Automatically, sa software, magpo-provide siya ng slab sa mga part na mayroong enclosure ng beams. Kung nakikita nyo, may mga part na walang slab, ito kasi may mga voids sila or openings. So, yung mga ganong consideration, yung mga ganong requirement ay ino-consider din naman ng software. So, that is how the intelligent identification function of the software works. No? Sobrang dali lang yung gamitin, and in just a short period of time, makakapag-generate na tayo ng quantity out of our model. Okay, next naman ko is we have another software that I'm going to show you po is TRB or takeoff rebar. Commonly, ang traditional method natin sa pag-estimate ng rebar is, well, kailangan natin mag-base on the rebar details of each element, di ba? And then we need to input the information in the Excel. Babalikan pa natin yung detail ng elements one by one. Also, we need to consider other requirements such as lap length, anchor length, etc. etc. Sobrang tedious ng process and very prone to error din at sobrang importante ng attention to details na mag-estimate. Correct me if I'm wrong, pero commonly in the Philippine standard, the rebar data are illustrated in a rebar schedule. And yung ganitong information type ay mas madaling may incorporate using TRB software. The data from the CAD file or Excel file can be imported into the software and then synced to the model. And then since yung TRB natin ay naka-embed na rin yung Philippine standard method of measurement, hindi na natin kailangan tingnan yung anchor length, yung lap length, etc. Kailangan natin siya i-set one time and then ayun yung mag-govern sa buong project. Unlike in traditional way, di ba? Pag magkaiba yung size ng rebar, magkakaiba din yung lap length, di ba? Kailangan natin i-consider one by one. Pero dito sa software, hindi na natin siya kailangan gawin. Kasi may rule tayo or may calculation rule tayo na mag-govern sa buong project na ginagawa natin. Right. So, tignan naman natin kung paano ito ginagawa ng TRB software. So, supposing we have, for example, case scenario, kailangan natin maglagay ng rebar information sa beam. Meron tayo ditong rebar schedule na kung saan doon yung pangalan ng mga beams, yung dimensions, yung information ng rebar, top bar, bottom bar, beams, sidebars, etc. Of course, kailangan muna natin siyang i-import sa may software. Then, gagamit tayo ng identify schedule function para ma-pick up ni software yung information from the CAD file. Yun yung kakalabasan niya. Then after that, kailangan natin i-set sa tamang heading yung bawat column. The beam marking, the dimension, kung anong type ng rebar siya, kung top bar ba siya, bottom bar, kung links ba siya, or sidebar, etc. etc. We need to make sure na tama yung malagay nating heading, no, para hindi tayo magkamali ng pagkakasync or walang maling rebar information na masync sa model natin. Right, once you are done with this, what we can do is generate this into beam schedule. Okay, once we generate this into beam schedule, then yung kakalabasan niya. And this information from the beam schedule can be synced to the model na ginawa natin. Supposing na na-model na natin yung element. Another thing I want to share, mag-ibang software kasi si TAS and si TRB, pero they are interoperable with each other. Ibig sabihin, kapag tapos na tayo na structural elements sa TAS, pwede rin natin siyang i-import sa TRB, hindi na natin kailangan i-model. Pwede tayong magpalitan ng model with these two software, no? Right, so check lang natin one by one kung may mga kailangan pang baguhin. Pero kung wala, you can just directly click Sync Beam Info. So ito yung beam details natin. As you can see, wala pa siyang rebar information. Okay, so i-click ko lang si Sync Beam Info. And then yung mga data or information from the Excel file or CAD file, it will be synced to the model. Yan, synchronization succeeded. And pag chinek natin yung model, magkakaroon na tayo ng river information. So, ganun lang siya kabilis gamitin. And kung gusto natin makita yung river 3D, kayang-kaya din po siya ni software. Ang maganda sa TRD kasi may visualization tayo ng river ng bawat element. So, makikita natin kung may lapping ba siya with other elements, or saan yung splice zone, saan maglalap, saan siya mag-anchor with other elements, something like that. So very useful sa software when it comes to 3D visualization and also efficiency of importing or syncing the detail from the Excel file or from the CAD file to the model itself. Another scenario is if may special requirements naman po ang element natin such as ramp beam or yung beam na may magkaibang elevation. Kaya din po siya gawin ni software, no? Madali lang din siyang gawin sa may software. I know hindi siya ganong common sa Philippines, pero some of the clients na gumagamit ng software finds it very useful since kapag in-estimate siya manually, so walang daming kailangan din i-consider. Whereas in the software, madali lang siyang i-model at lagyan ng river detail. For example, ayan, I'll show you in the video. Meron tayong dalawang beam, no? We have two beams na may magkaibang elevation. So we need to draw the beams first. And then for B2, we need to adjust the elevation para ayun, hindi sila magpantay. Right, since hindi na sila pantay, ayan, gagamit tayo ng ramp beam function. So input lang natin yung parameters, no, o ilang degree, then click OK. Then after that, makikita natin sa model, no, na magkakaroon na ng shape yung ramp beam natin. So ganoon lang siya kadali. Then pwede na natin lagyan ng river information. So input lang natin yung top bar, yung bottom bar, yung links, or kung may legs man, or yung number of legs, pwede na natin yung input. Then, kapag kinalculate natin, again, makikita natin yung river 3D. And another thing I want to show you is yung quantity report sa ilalim. Dito kasi, pinapakita ni software yung kung anong strength yung rebar, kung anong diameter yung rebar na nasa crank beam, kung ano yung shape niya, kung ano yung calculation formula and formula description. So, kung nagtataka kayo kung saan nanggaling yung calculation formula, lahat yan sa project settings no, na sinet natin bago tayo mag-start ng project. And ipapakita naman ni software sa formula description kung paano siya nag-come up with these digits. Nandito rin yung cutting length, quantity, total weight in kilogram, kung anong type ng river siya, and some of the remarks. So, pati itong mga nakaslant sa socket ng beam, kinoconsider din yun ni software. No? Magkakaroon tayo ng anchor length, slant, tapos plus anchor length. So, lahat ng ganyang requirements, may consideration si software. Now, pwede rin tayong mag-extract ng river arrangement in BIM. Itong file na to, pwede natin siyang i-save as DXF, which is CAD readable. So dito malalaman natin kung ano yung anchor length, kung ilang rebar yung nagamit sa top bar, kung ano yung bending sa may crank part, no? Yan. So ito very useful din. And kung gusto natin makita yung quantity, we can click view quantity. And then from here, malalaman natin kung anong rebar yung ginamit. We have grade 40, grade 60, and kung ilang kilogram siya, which is makikita rin natin dito. Malalaman din natin kung gaano kabigat yung ginamit na 10 mm or kung gaano kabigat yung ginamit na 22 mm. And meron din tayong total summary in kilogram. So, very detailed si software kapag mag-extract tayo ng quantity report. Right, so another scenario is pag may ramp naman po. Ito, medyo common siya, no, medyo common talaga siya sa lahat ng structure. In traditional method of estimation, minsan kasi hindi na nako-consider yung sloping ng ramp. They consider it as flat surface na lang. Pero sa software, may option tayo na i-input yung elevation ng ramp or yung gradient ng ramp, which give us a more accurate visual representation and quantity as well. Now, let's see how it looks in the software. Let's say, meron tayong ramp dito. Ang gagawin natin is i-draw lang natin yung outline ng ramp. Then after that, pipiliin lang natin yung center line. Then sa center line na to, i-input natin yung elevation. Minsan given naman to sa plan, minsan naka-ratio siya or naka-gradient, pwede rin natin i-input yung gradient. Yan, then susundin yung software kung ano yung elevation na i-input natin. No? And then kung okay na yung elevation, we can now input the rebar in this specific ramp. Yung horizontal bottom bar, vertical bottom bar, horizontal top, and then vertical top. Then once we calculate, makikita rin natin dito na, ayan, kaya din yung software lagyan ng layout yung rebar ng ramp, tulad nito. kung meron mga pa-curve sa part na to, kinoconsider din siya ni software. And kung makikita nyo sa calculation sa ilalim, dito kasi sa software, pwede tayong mag-set ng commercial length. No? Pag lumagpas siya ng 12 meter, by default 12 meter siya. Kaya kung nakikita nyo dito sa may calculation, after 12 meter, huminto na si rebar, then kumalit ka siya sa kabilang rebar which is 12 meter as well, and mag-provide sa software ng lap length dito. Kaya kung makikita natin sa formula description, may additional na lap dito, no? 2 times 600, which is yung lap length. Pati yung mga ganang requirement, kino-consider din yun yung software. Then kung gusto natin tignan yung quantity, pwede rin naman, you can click view quantity or view quantity by category. Yan. So dito sa ramp na to, makikita natin kung saan curve siya, kung ano yung rebar strength na ginamit, kung ano yung rebar diameter, and yung summary in kilogram. Ito, pwede natin siyang i-export sa Excel, no? Kung gusto natin siyang kuhain or export yung quantity para ma-input sa BOK natin, pwede po yun. Next one naman, another case scenario. Gusto natin malaman kung paano pinag-consider ni software yung mga deductions. Let's say, for example, yung door and window openings sa wall. So, sa TRB, since this is the 5D BIM software, makikita natin ito sa model display mismo, including yung pag-anchor ng mga rebar sa openings natin. No? I'll show some example. So, let's say meron tayong curved wall. Since wala pa siyang opening, kapag kinalculate natin yung rebar, lahat diretso pa lang. No? Wala pa siyang deduction. Pero kapag nilagay na tayo ng door or window opening dito sa part na to, and then once we calculate it, automatic, madedetect ni software kung ano yung nilagay nating openings dito. So, ganun siya kadali gamitin kasi sinusunod niya talaga kung ano yung nasa standard or sa standard method of measurement. And then, isa pa sa kagandaan, since this is 5D BIM software, kung may mga changes man tayo, unlike sa traditional kasi diba, kung may changes, kailangan natin isa-isahin yung Excel file, hanapin kung anong column, kung anong row, then maglalagay tayo ng deduction sa specific cell. Pero dito sa software, once maglagay tayo ng deduction, ng opening, automatic magkakaroon dito sa software ng panibagong calculation. So dito makikita natin na kung dito makikita natin na yung mga rebar natin, nag-anchor na siya sa openings ng door and window natin. Right? And then sa baba, makikita rin natin yung mga key, yung calculation formula, formula description, cutting length, quantity, total weight in kilogram, tapos yung rebar type. No? So, ganun kabilis or ganun kadali mag-generate ng rebar quantity using the TRB software. Right? Pwede rin tayong gumamit ng rebar arrangement tool para makita natin, no, kung ilang quantity ng rebar yung ginamit sa bawat part ng wall natin. And makikita nyo, naglagay din siya na anchor doon sa may mga openings natin. After modeling the structural elements, pwede na tayo mag-proceed sa quantity extraction function ni software. With both models and built-in rules, what we need to do is just one click. I-click lang natin si calculate and then all the calculation results will be generated by the system. Ano yung isang i-click natin? Ito yung calculate, no? Kapag kinalik natin si calculate, automatic, basta na-model na natin, makakapag-generate na tayo ng quantity report. So ano yung mga quantity report na pwede natin i-extract sa software? Right, so kung ano yung mga na-model natin, let's say nag-model tayo ng column, ng wall, ng beam, ng slab, lahat yun mag-reflect dito sa quantity report natin. No? So we have the floor, the material, the name, and yung mga quantity na kailangan natin such as volume of concrete, area of formwork, kung ilang pieces siya, no? Net length of wall, etc., etc. But this report can be modified, no, based on your preference. Also sa rebar, pwede rin tayo mag-export ng per bending schedule. Tulad nito, ilang ganitong lever shape yung nagamit sa entire project. Meron daw 1,003. Ano yung length ng each bar? Total length in meter. Ano yung weight ng each bar? And ano yung total weight in kilogram? So lahat ng ito, pwede natin i-export in PDF or export into Excel. In auto generation of reports, it includes summaries, details, etc. Maraming built-in report templates for use. Let's say sa wall, pwede tayo mag-export ng quantity measurement worksheet. Kung gusto natin malaman kung paano, kung saan yung location, nandito yung grid line, kung ilang number niya, ano yung length, width times height, kung ano yung deduction with other elements, kasi baka nag-overlap siya with columns, or let's say beams. Ipapakita din sa software yung mga deduction, hindi bigyan niya tayo ng total quantity. Meron din tayong quantity summary for column. So we have the floor, which floor, the material, the name of the column, kung ano yung volume ng concrete, kung ano yung area ng formwork. So ito, pwede na natin i-extract to sa may software. Ngayon, kung naglagay tayo ng finishes, pwede rin natin na-extract yung quantity. Kung anong floor, kung anong name ng finish, kung saan room siya naka-associate. Kasi very important din yun, na malaman natin kung saan room siya naka-associate sa pagko-quantify natin. Area of finish to wall finish, etc. etc. Reverse schedule din, pwede rin tayo makapag-extract sa my software. So dito, malalaman natin kung ano yung reverse shape na ginamit, kung ano yung calculation formula, kung ilan yung number of bars, total number of bars, length of each bar, total length in meter, and total weight in kilogram. So lahat ng to, pwede natin ma-extract sa my software. All in all, na-discuss ko na yung structural part ng mga softwares natin, including the concrete, formwork, and rebar, and also yung auto-report generation. Maybe you will ask, madali din bang gamitin sa software pagdating sa may architectural elements? The answer is definitely yes. So, ipapakita ko siya sa mga next slides natin. Right. In the third part of my presentation, which is from structural to architectural, ipapakita ko po sa inyo kung gaano kadali at kabilis mag-set up ng room finishes arrangement and layout finishes according to different types of room. Basically, in traditional way, kapag nag-estimate tayo ng finishes, sobrang dami natin kailangan i-consider. Kapag floor finish, kailangan natin i-consider yung area ng slab. Kapag wall finish naman, kailangan natin i-consider yung area ng wall, pati yung mga deductions ng door and window openings. Minsan, kinoconsider din sa estimation yung mga pumasok na paint sa sides ng openings. Minsan sinasama din yun. Not only that, meron pa tayong skirting, ceiling finish, etc. etc. Here in the software, since meron na tayong structural model, ang kailangan na lang natin gawin ay one click para ma-apply lahat ng finishes sa isang specific room. After natin ma-model yung structural elements, also yung partitions and openings, ito na yung magiging kalabasan niya. Once we have a complete structural model, pwede na po tayo makapag-generate ng finishes using the room function of the software. So let's say maglalagay tayo ng finishes sa room na to. Ayan, in this room. We can arrange finishes by room rapidly and intelligently. Sa isang click lang, pwede na natin mailagay ang finishes na kailangan natin sa isang room. As you can see in this picture, we can generate wall finishes, floor finishes, ceiling finishes, suspended ceilings, skirtings, and waterproof in just one click. Arranging finishes by room helps you to generate all finishes of a specific floor rapidly. Isa pang advantage ng software ay makikita natin sa model mismo yung itsura ng mga finishes na nilagay natin. And as mentioned, nakukonsider niya yung iba't ibang requirements sa structural elements natin, such as yung mga openings sa doors and windows, or even kapag may openings tayo sa slab natin or may mga void. Now, let's take a look kung paano naman yung process na ginagawa sa pag-a-apply ng finishes in our model. Alright, case scenario. Kailangan natin i-estimate yung mga finishes sa isang room. As I mentioned before, sobrang daming kailangan i-consider if mag-estimate tayo ng architectural elements. Pero dito sa software, we can import finish schedule in Excel file or CAD file directly. Kung naalala niyo pa kanina kung paano ginawa natin sa PRB, no, sa BIM, ganun din gagawin natin sa MyPAS. Pero dito naman, Excel yung gagamitin natin instead of CAD file. Babasahin ni software yung details ng Excel file or ng CAD file natin. And those information can be imported into our software. After nun, we can just point the room finish into a specific area in the drawing. And then lahat ng finish incorporated into the room finish will be applied as well. So para mas maintindihan natin, let's focus on the video. So for example, gusto kong lagyan ng finish itong room na to. So mag-i-import ako ng Excel file. As you can see, punta tayo sa element list. Sa element list, wala pang laman na room finish itong element list ko. Once I import Excel file and then I click finishing schedule, ito may import sa software yung mga information based on the CAD file. So tulad ng ginawa natin sa BIM, babaguhin lang natin yung heading ng bawat column. Papalitan natin ng name, ito room, this is floor finish, skirting, interior wall finish. Ito baguhin natin to waterproof. Then, after natin ma-check lahat-lahat kung tama na, just click identify. And once you click identify, automatically, lahat ng nanditong information from the room finish, mag-a-apply na siya dito or may import na siya sa my software. Not only that, nandun na rin yung individual finish natin. Okay, tingin tayo dito, we have the food court, right? And then makikita natin dito sa floor finish, may naka-attach ng floor finish dyan. Sa waterproof, meron na rin. Sa skirting, meron na rin. Sa wall finish, meron na rin. Pati sa ceiling finish. So since naka-attach na yung individual finish sa room finish na to, one point lang yung gagawin natin and then lahat ng finishes na to, ma-apply na siya sa entire room. Okay, so i-play ko lang yung video. One click lang, nandito na lahat. Now, if you look at the 3D, ayan, and if you look very closely, no, nandito na si wall finish, nandito na rin yung floor finish, meron na rin tayong skirting. Tapos, tulad binanggit ko kanina, kung may mga deductions tulad nito, no, automatic, i-consider siya ni software. Unlike in traditional one, na kailangan natin isa-isa, kailangan natin i-check yung mga walls natin kung may mga openings ba, no, para ma-deduct natin siya sa total quantity. And then, not only that, kung gusto natin maging visually pleasing yung model na ginagawa natin, we can import material texture. No? Dito sa baba, we can import our own material texture para tayo mag-download sa internet. And meron din namang mga available na material texture sa software na pwede natin gamitin. Then, not only by room, no, pwede rin tayo mag-draw freely. Tulad nito, let's say, mag-draw tayo ng room finish dito sa part na ito na wala namang room. Pwede rin natin gawin yun, no? Ayan, makakapag-generate tayo ng wall finish, skirting, ceiling finish, and also yung room finish natin. So, ganun kabilis, no? Ganun kabilis and ganun kadali gumamit ng room finish. Imagine, in just one click lang po, nandun na lahat. Ganun na siya kadali. But how we do achieve it? How do we achieve it? Generally, sa software, meron tayong tinatawag na room layout settings. Sa room layout settings, kung makikita nyo dito, let's say, meron tayong side and soffit ng BIM, di ba? Iba-iba kasi yung paraan ng pag-BIM or yung consideration ng iba't ibang companies dito. Minsan, sa side and soffit, yung side at soffit ng BIM, kinoconsider ng iba as wall finish. Pero yung iba naman, kinoconsider nila as ceiling finish. So, paano siya gagawin sa software? Sa software, meron tayong tinatawag na layout settings. Ito, depende to sa kung ano yung consideration na ginagawa sa company natin, pwede natin siyang palitan. Tulad nito, by default, naka-wall finish C1 tsaka C2. Ibig sabihin, yung side tsaka soffit ng BIM sa taas, yung room natin, ang kumukuha ay si wall finish. Pero in case na ang requirement ni client ay gawing ceiling finish, pwede natin i-tick tong box na to para maging ceiling finish siya, para sumama siya sa quantity ng ceiling finish. So, that is how intelligent the software is, no, because it considers this kind of requirement then. And this can be modified based on the requirement of the client. Now that we've seen kung paano nakatulong si software in terms of structural and architectural elements, baka may question po tayo, paano naman po sa map system? Yes, may software din tayo na makatutulong para mapabilis ang pag-estimate natin sa mechanical, electrical, and planning and sanitary system. So let's go now to the next part of the discussion. Kung may questions po kayo, no, iwan nyo na lang dito sa Q&A. Meron ditong yung colleagues ko tutulungan tayo para ma-answer natin yung mga queries natin. Here, I will show you the software which is the quantity takeoff solution for MEPS, no, or mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and sanitary. Dito meron tayong built-in standardized calculation rules for fast calculation with accurate results. Same strategy as TRB, Take-off for Architecture and Structure, and Take-off for Rebar. May intelligent function ng software na to para may model natin yung MEPS system into 3D, makapag-quantify ng mas mabilis at mas accurate, at makapag-generate ng quantity report very flexibly. Now, I present to you the TME software, the 5D BIM takeoff for mechanical and electrical. Then, the elements include mechanical, electrical, planning, and sanitary system. And kung makikita niyo sa picture, it can show us the 3D model of the system. Thus, mas madali natin mag-visualize yung project na ginagawa natin. Mas ma-avoid natin kung may mga clashes man sa mga elements. I know yung iba, may maraming nag-yes. Nung nagtanong si Sir Marion kanina kung may nakakilala ba sa Cubicost, maraming nag-yes. Ay yung iba sa attendees ngayon ay gumagamit na rin ng PME software, baka may ilan. So ito po yung bagong interface ng software. It is much user-friendly and mas madali siyang i-navigate. Just to let you know po, sa Global Cubicost, we have research and development and product team which is very hardworking para mas ma-improve yung software natin from time to time. So right now po, itong bagong interface ng software natin which was developed and improved to cater the needs and requirements na binibigay sa amin ng mga clients. Now, let's proceed to the actual presentation of the software. First function na ipapakita ko sa inyo for TME is device identification. Right, case scenario. We are tasked to count the number of a specific element or equipment sa isang drawing. Tulad lang ito ng count function na ginawa natin sa TAS kanina. In manual way, kailangan natin isa-isa yung buong drawings para mahanap yung location ng mga devices or equipments. Sobrang nakakalito, lalo na if we are working with the PDF file na black and white na yung kulay, di ba? Dito kasi sa software, once we import a vectored PDF file, itatransform yung software yung drawings natin from black and white to colorful one. Mas magiging madali para sa user na makita at mahanap ang mga elements na kailangan natin i-estimate. Using the device identification function, we just need to select the device we want to quantify and then tutulungan po tayo ni software para mabilang and mahanap yung mga devices na to sa entire drawing area. So let's look at the video for the detailed explanation. Right, so for example, gusto kong malaman kung ilan yung bilang ng ganitong device or equipment. Unang option, pwede kong i-hide yung mga lines or drawings na hindi ko naman kailangan. Para mas madali natin makita kung ano yung mga kailangan natin i-measure. Yan. Then after that, we'll use the auto-identification function. Makikreate lang tayo ng equipment. Then ipipick lang natin yung device. Highlight natin, right-click. Ipick lang natin yung system text, right-click, and then find all. So once we find all, ipapakita sa atin ng software kung ilang numbers ng ganitong system nasa entire drawing area. And kapag kinlik natin to, makikita nyo naka-highlight na siya itong mga naka-color yellow. Hindi lang tayo tutulungan ng software na bilangin kung ilan yung ganitong device, tutulungan niya rin tayong hanapin kung nasaan yung mga location na to sa buong entire drawing area. So, ganun kabilis si software. Then, we can now click auto-identify. So, sa program, makikita natin na ventilation equipment has been identified 17 and 0 have not been identified. So, ganun kabilis, no? In just 3 clicks lang, makikita na natin agad. Next naman po is the dock system identify. So, case scenario, we are tasked to estimate the dock system, including dimensions, connections, material used, etc., etc. In manual way, kailangan natin siya isa-isahin. Kailangan natin malaman yung sizes ng docks one by one. And also, kapag magkaiba yung sizes, kailangan natin mag-provide ng connector ng magkaibang sizes din. Most of the time, nalilito na yung estimator sa dami ng information na kailangan i-consider. Lalo na kung sobrang laki ng drawing file or sobrang laki ng drawing na ina-estimate natin. But in this software, we have what we call dock system identify. Using this function, the software will help us to identify the dock system in the drawing, and then yung mga information po or details of the dock system will be identified by the software as well. So let's play the video for you to understand it more. So isa-select lang natin yung label, isa-select lang din natin yung line, and then right-click. Dito pipili tayo kung anong system siya, kung ventilation ba siya, AC air system, fire and smoke system, no? Pipiliin lang natin. Then click OK. Then kung makikita nyo, kung ano yung line na sinelect natin, i-identify niya rin yung mga dock na na-connected doon sa line na sinelect natin. So kahit ito na sinelect natin, buong lines na to, lahat ng lines na to ay na-identify din yung software. Now let's select in another part of the drawing. Let's say, itong dock system na to. Isa-select lang natin yung line, yung label, then pipili lang tayo kung anong system. Aside from the system, pwede rin tayong pumili kung anong material siya. No? May mga material list tayo dito na pwede natin pagpilian din. Then once we are done with that, just click OK, and automatic, no, kung ano yung dock system na connected doon sa line na sinelect natin, i-identify din siya ng software. So kung makikita nyo ngayon dito sa may element list natin, magpo-provide na sa software automatically ng dock system kung ano yung sizes niya and kung ano yung material niya. No, hindi na natin kailangang isa-isahin. Babasahin yung software based on plan. And then, since kailangan natin maglagay ng connector, may function tayo dito na tinatawag na dock connector. No? So, pipiliin lang natin yung dalawang dock system. And then, right-click, automatic magpo-provide sa software ng elbow. Ngayon, kung lahat ng dock system, gusto natin lagyan ng connection, highlight lang natin lahat, then right-click, automatic maglalagay sa software. Even magkaiba yung sizes ng dalawang dock system na yun. Right, we also have an option to hide the drawing or to lessen the brightness of the drawing. Dito mas makikita natin kung ano yung mga elements na na-identify na natin tulad nito. So, now, isa sa mga pain points ni estimator in using 2D tools ay hinihirapan sila i-visualize yung project na ginagawa nila. Minsan kasi may mga requirements na kailangan i-consider na hindi makikita agad sa 2D plan. We're visualizing it first using the imagination. For example, in 2D drawings, minsan hindi pinapakita yung connection ng dock system papunta sa equipments tulad nito. Ito, meron tayong air grill dito, no? Kung hindi makikita agad ni estimator na kailangan ng ganitong requirement, ay hindi niya agad mo consider ito sa estimation. In this software, we have a function called entity 3D. Dito mas makikita natin yung mga, kung may mga hindi ba tayo na-consider, and mas makikita natin kung may mga clashes sa models na ginagawa natin. Mas may tatama natin yung model at yung quantity ng project. So tulad nito, let's say meron akong air grill dito, and I want to connect it to this dock system. Ang gagawin lang natin ay isa-select lang natin itong dock system na to, tsaka si air grill. Then right-click and automatic magpo-provide sa software ng pipes connecting the dock system papunta sa may air grill natin. So, ganoon lang siya kabilis. And kung marami tayong kailangan i-connect, highlight lang natin lahat, then right-click. Then, we can view it in 3D then, no? Para mas maging realistic or para mas makita natin yung visual representation na ginagawa nating model in PME. We also have what we call entity 3D. Yan, so dito makikita natin na yung dock system natin ay nakakonect na talaga sa may air grill. Then, tignan nyo to, no? May dalawa tayong dock system dito na magkaiba yung dimension. Nag-provide sa software ng connector na para makonect itong dalawang to. So, that is how the entity 3D function of the software works naman po. Lastly, isa sa mga pinagmamalaki ni Global Cubicost ay ang quantity report. The quantity report of the software is very flexible and it can be modified based on the preference of the user. In traditional way kasi, once na makuha na natin yung mga quantities na kailangan natin, i-input na natin siya sa Excel. Pero most of the time, nahihirapan tayo i-sort out yung mga data based sa requirement ng BOQ. Dito sa software, very customizable siya kasi pwede natin i-rearrange yung report type depende sa kung anong quantities yung gusto natin makita. Right? So I'll show you in the presentation. Supposing natapos na tayo sa lahat ng elements na kailangan nating model sa BME, ika-calculate lang natin. Then after we calculate, we can go to view quantity by category para makita natin yung summary ng quantities. Yan, by default, ito yung una natin makikita. We have air duct, nandito yung diameter, dimension niya, nandito yung sheet thickness, kung anong type siya, kung ano yung summary info, kung ano yung insulating material, etc. etc. Pwede rin tayong pumunta sa may equipment. So, di ba may 17 tayong na-identify na equipment kanina? Makikita rin natin siya sa report and also kung anong floor. Tapos, let's say, punta tayo sa may air grill. Sa air duct, no? Nandito yung quantities, yung length, tsaka yung expanded area. What if may mga information or attributes tayong hindi gustong makita? Let's say, hindi ko naman kailangan malaman kung ano yung internal insulating material niya. Or hindi ko kailangan malaman kung ano yung external insulating material. We have an option to modify this report based on our preference using the set classification and quantity function. So, i-click lang natin itong set classification and quantity. Then after that, pwede tayo mag-check and uncheck ng mga information na kailangan o hindi natin kailangan sa report. Let's say, hindi ko kailangan yung summary info. Hindi ko kailangan kung ano yung external insulation, yung internal insulation. Tapos gusto kong makita yung Material, ito, chinecheck natin kung ano yung gusto natin makita. Gusto mo makita yung system sa pinakaunahan ng report. So, may option ako to move up. So, pag move up ko siya sa pinakaunahan ng report, tignan niyo po. Ayan, yung system name magiging nasa pinakaunahan ng column natin. No? Comes next with material, yung sizes, sheet thickness, and yung quantity. Kung nakita nyo, yung may mga in-check tayo dito, yung insulating material, hindi na siya nasama sa report kasi kinostomize na natin siya using set classification and quantity. Right, again, you can export this Excel into you can export this report into Excel po kung kukunin natin yung quantities na papunta sa may BOQ natin. Another thing that I want to show you is that, let's say, may nakita tayong suspicious quantity, sabi yung quantity by category. Say, gusto natin siyang i-check back kung sa model. Bakit naging tatlo to? Ang alam ko, pag measure ko siya, 2 lang. What we can do is, we can use the reversely check model function. So, double-click lang natin, and then dito sa reversely check entity, ipapakita sa atin yung software kung nasaan yung mga AG1, no, grill 1, tsaka kung ano yung entity ID. Ngayon, kung gusto ko daw hanapin pabalik sa model, ina-double-click ko lang siya. Tingnan natin, double-click. Yan. So, i-auto-locate sa ating software kung nasaan yung AG1 na may entity ID na 167. Let's say 168 naman, double-click, makikita natin siya. 170, double-click, ito, makikita natin yung location niya. So, ito, mas maganda siyang gamitin kung may mga kailangan tayong i-check na quantity after nating ma-model. No? Well, that's about the basic overview of the software. Sa nakita niyo po, sobrang nakatutulong si software when it comes to estimation process. Mas madali tayong makapag-generate ng quantity, mas mabilis natin matatapos ang tendering process ng mga projects natin. Maybe you're wondering, baka naman din sa tendering stage lang namin magagamit si model. Well, while it's true na during the previous versions of the software, as what Marin mentioned a while ago, na third generation ng software, no? Nagagamit natin siya sa tendering phase noon. Pero yung bagong version ng TAS, mas magagamit natin siya not only in tendering phase, but also in the construction phase up until the close-out phase of the project. This brings us to the next part of the presentation, which is from one to many. Meaning from one model to many uses by different construction parties. In this section, i-discuss ko po yung iba pang features ng software na hindi na magagamit sa tendering stage of the project, kundi pati na rin sa construction stage na pwedeng mapakinabangan ng not only tender QS or main office QS, but also ng mga site QS, site engineers, project engineers, project managers, etc. The first one I'm going to talk about is the revision management. Dito, makikita natin kung paano tayo magtutulungan ni software kung yung mga revision sa plan. Kung paano natin mas madaling makikita ang changes sa drawing, ma-compare ang mga quantities sa mga revisions ng bawat project. Alam natin na sobrang dami ng variations, revisions, addendums happening in a single project. There is an average of 2,000 plus drawings for one project, considering a full set of plans and numerous revisions right after, lalo na kung nasa construction phase na, no? Madaming variation orders, etc., etc. Pero depende pa dito sa type or sa laki ng project na ginagawa natin, di ba? Imagine, kung paulit-ulit natin ginagawa yung mga revisions na to, sobrang nakakalito at kailangan din baguhin yung mga quantities. There are lots of time na kailangan natin mag-remeasure para lang makapag-derive tayo ng panibagong quantity. And most of the time, may mga part na hindi na tayo naman consider yung mga affected ng changes, resulting to error in the quantity and cost of the project as well. So, ito po yung mga pain points na na-encounter ng mga QS or estimators when we are dealing with lots of revisions. Number one, the changes on drawings are hard to be found and located, especially when the drawings are intricate and the labels are not complete. So imagine, it's sobrang laki ng project na ginagawa natin and we need to look for the changes one by one. It will take too much time and minsan, hindi na natin nakukonsider yung ibang changes. Most of the time, cost estimators still do manual takeoff for variation orders, which is time-consuming. Minsan, as I mentioned a while ago, kailangan pang umitin yung estimation or i-remeasure yung isang plan kung sobrang laki ng changes. Lastly, mahirap mag-compare ng quantities and hindi na natin natatrack back yung quantities ng previous revisions. Fortunately, sa TAS software, using the revision function, may solution na kaya i-provide sa Cubicost sa mga pain points at problems ng mga QS with regards sa revision. So, case scenario, kailangan natin mahanap yung changes sa drawings and kailangan natin ma-compare yung quantities before and after revision. Using the software, mas madali natin mag-trace if ever may mga changes sa mga plans and drawings using the intelligent tool of the software. Also, mas madali natin compare yung mga quantities that are being generated by the software. Okay, so let's see the video for further understanding. For example, meron akong plan, may original model ako dito. Tapos may dumating na revised drawing 1 week after. Ang una kong gagawin is i-import ko yung original drawing and also yung revised drawings. Of course, ang una natin gagawin is compare natin sila. Yan. So, import na natin sa drawing manager. Okay. So, after that, gagamit tayo, i-hide na natin yung mga ibang elements para yung drawing ng mismo yung makita natin. Gagamit tayo ng drawing changes function. So, sa drawing changes, i-compare natin yung original drawing sa revised drawing. Right now, ang naka-load is yung revised drawing. So, i-compare natin siya sa original. Then, click compare. No? Once maklik natin yung compare, makikita nyo na mag-iiba yung kulay ng ibang parts ng plan natin. Kasi dito sa ilalim, meron tayong legend. Merong color green, added, ibig sabihin, wala siya sa original drawing, pero sa revised drawing, nag-exist na siya. Tapos, meron naman tayong red, yung deleted. Ibig sabihin, nag-exist siya sa original drawing or model, pero sa revised drawing, wala na siya. So, kailangan siyang burahin. Meron din tayong tinatawag, meron din mga color gray or yung mga unchanged. So, since nakita na natin sa plan natin kung ano yung mga nagkaroon ng legend, ito na yung bibigyan natin ng pansin, no? Dito tayo mag-focus sa part na to. Okay, so ang gagawin natin is, i-load natin ulit yung model. Then after that, buburahin natin yung mga na-delete sa revised drawing. Kasi nga, may panibagong beam or slab na nag-exist na dito. Ngayon, kung tatanungin nyo kami kung bakit hindi automatic na ina-update ni software yung model based sa revision, binibigyan tayo ng option ni software kasi baka yung changes na to, hindi naman gaano kalaki yung effect niya. No? Baka mamaya sobrang minimal lang ng changes sa quantity. So in those cases, no, baka hindi natin siya kailangan i-revise. Alright, so ilalagay natin yung panibagong beams. Then after that, ilalagay natin yung mga panibagong slabs. Then, calculate natin ulit, no? Click finish revision, then calculate. Right, after natin makalculate, pwede natin tignan yung view change quantity. Tapos, i-compare yung software automatically yung revised quantity from the original quantity. Sa slab, walang gaano pinagbago. Pero, pag punta tayo ng beam, eto, makikita natin na we have the before revision, after revision, and the changes. So, ganun ka-detailed sa software. Papakita niya kung may mga, lalo na sa variation or the site, no? Dapat malaman natin kung ano yung changes. And ito, very useful siya. Very useful yung revision function ni software. Itong quantities na to, pwede natin i-extract into Excel, no? Click lang natin yung export to Excel function ni software. And let's say, gusto natin malaman kung alin mga entities yung nasa revision. Pwede tayong gumamit ng find function. Let's say, ito. Hanapin natin kung ano yung mga pumasok sa revision 1. Once maklik natin yung find, automatically i-highlight siya ni software. So, malalaman natin na, ito pala yung nasa revision 1. No? And yung revision function ni software, hindi lang siya applicable in one revision. As I said a while ago, lalo na sa site, sobrang dami ng revisions, no? Pwede natin gamitin sa software ng paulit-ulit. Kung may revisions sa project natin, pwede natin i-revise yung model. Pwede natin compare yung quantities all over again. So, ganun ka beneficial and ka-important yung revision function ng software. Now that we have seen how revision can help the quantity surveyors or estimators in dealing with revisions, now let's proceed with another function na sobrang nakakatulong sa atin during the construction phase of the project. From one to many section again, we have what we call segmentation. Yung ibang clients ng Cubicost are already familiar with the segmentation function. To those who are not familiar yet, ginagamit natin ang segmentation function para mahiwalay natin yung quantities na kailangan natin in different purposes. Mamaya ipapakita ko and explain ko kung ano yung mga pinagkaiba ng previous version sa new version. But let's proceed first, no, sa next slide. Right, so marami tayong scenarios on how the segmentation can be used in projects. Actually, yun nga, this function of the software is already existing in the previous version. However, in the updated version of the software which is being released, mas madaming added functionalities na in terms of segmentation function. So, pwede natin siya magamit in different scenarios such as multi-party subcontracting, claim by actual progress, meron na rin vertical segmentation, meron na rin progress claim by trade. So, para mas maintindihan natin, let's proceed to the common points or challenges na nare-encounter ng mga QS during the segmentation. Manual method of quantification of progress work done based on demarcated 2D drawings and updated spreadsheet. Required to progressively output not only work done by percentage of completion but also work done by trade. Madami tayong trades na kailangan i-consider, yung core works siya kung concrete works. Minsan, iba kasi yung percentage ng core works, iba rin yung percentage ng progress claim sa may concreting works, ba? No integrated solution to centralize and view information in single source, giving rise to fragmented and outdated information being used throughout the construction. Since this work is being done from time to time, nagiging repetitive siya, and gamit yung traditional method of doing this, sobrang nakakalito and very prone to error. Fortunately, Cubicost TAS has enhanced this feature of the software that it becomes much easier to use and mas napapakinabangan na siya on site. From different file sources, we can model the project into TAS, and then the segmentation function of TAS can help BIM post-model on site in a very useful manner. Now, let's go to the previous version of the software, which some of the clients here are familiar about. Case 1, kailangan nating maghiwalay yung quantities ng isang project, or itong zone na to, kailangan nating maghiwalay yung quantity. For progress claim purposes, for example, basically, segmentation function of the software allows us to separate the quantity of entities in different scope for different purposes, such as zoning, progress claim, and subcontracting. Let's say, for example, kailangan natin ihiwalay yung quantities for scheduling purposes kasi di ba, for scheduling, kailangan natin basagin yung quantities of project in different zones para mas ma-assess natin ng tama yung schedule ng project. Or let's say for subcontracting, kailangan natin makuha yung quantity ng isang part or ng isang zone para mas madali tayong makapag-quote sa mga subcon natin. Or let's say for progress claim, mag-a-apply tayo for approval ng natapos nating work o ng part for payment. Pwede tayong gumamit ng segmentation. So for you to clearly understand, pakita ko sa may software. So first, gagamit tayo ng progress claim, no? Then, set up natin yung calculation scope or kung ano yung mga elements na gusto natin include sa quantity na ihiwalay natin. Next, we will draw segmentation sa model. Then after that, meron tayong tinatawag na set associated segmentation. Baka kasi, since naglagay tayo ng segmentation, nag-draw tayo ng segmentation dito, baka mamaya yung column hindi pala kasama sa segmentation part na to. Pwede natin siyang alisin, no, by using the associated segmentation and ilagay natin siya sa may null. Yan. So, pag nalagay na natin siya sa null, pwede na tayo mag-calculate. Once we calculate it, yan, pwede na natin makita yung mga quantities, no? Let's say, tingnan natin yung quantities ng segmentation. Right. So, for column, ito yung quantity na pumasok sa progress claim 1. 329 for 1.175. Ibig sabihin, sa bureau nating segmentation, 329.175 concrete volume ng column yung na-claim na natin or i-claim natin. Meron din siya sa wall, curtain wall, sa beam, and even sa slab. We can also check view quantity by category, no? Now, if we go to view quantity by category, makikita natin na ito yung quantity na pumasok sa column. Ito naman yung null or hindi pa natin dapat i-claim or hindi pa natatapos. And it also applies to all of the elements. Tapos, meron din tayong function tinatawag na view expression. Sa view expression, makikita natin ito sa baba. Please take a look. Let's say, buong slab yung pagkakamodel natin. And then may part lang tayo na kinuha for segmentation or may part lang tayo na gustong i-claim. Ngayon, makikita natin dito sa quantity expression na 57% ng buong slab yung nakasama sa progress claim 1. Then, makikita rin natin yung quantity and makikita natin dito yung segmentation which is progress claim 1. Sorry. Before, ayun yung application ng segmentation function. But since madami requirements from the clients na kailangan i-consider, the product development team enhanced and add more functionalities for this feature of the software which can be seen in the new product or new version of PAS, which is the Task C4 2022. Right. Dito sa new version, we have different additional functionalities such as check segmentation, set associated segmentation, and define work done. Magbibigay ako ng different case scenario para mas maintindihan natin kung paano ba makatutulong itong mga bagong features ng software na to. Okay, so let's proceed to the first one, set associated segmentation. Example scenario, for large construction project, there are instances na yung formworks and yung completing works ay makaiba ng schedule kung kailan siya natapos. Therefore, kailangan mag-submit ng different progress claim. For example, yung core room formwork ay natapos na on this month, so pwede na siya ma-claim or mag-submit na tayo ng progress claim. But yung completing works ng core room ay the following month pa siya matatapos. So, hindi pa natin siya pwedeng ma-claim ngayon, no? So, kailangan natin mag-create ng another progress claim for that or mag-submit ng progress claim for that. Sa software, in normal way, we sometimes use color coding system tulad nito. Let's say for the month of March, no? Yung color theme ay completing works, formwork, color yellow, and color green naman sa bar. So we sometimes use coloring system para ma-note natin kung ano yung mga works done tulad doon nasa photo. Minsan nagkakaroon ng discrepancy sa report which results in error in quantity and cost. Here in the new version, we have a solution to this kind of pain points of estimators or quantity surveyors. Since meron na tayong available na model, pwede na natin mas mag-visualize na maayos yung segmentation in different progress claims. Yung iba't ibang trade works such as formwork and concrete is clearly differentiated with color by defaults. Mamaya papakita ko to. Pwede na rin tayo mag-select ng entity. Pwede na rin tayo mag-select ng entity and associate kung anong trade work yung isasama natin sa segmentation. And mag-check din natin yung quantities after yung segmentation works. Now let's proceed with the video to show and explain you more about this feature of the software. Right, so let's say gagawa ako ng progress claim 1 and progress claim 2. Okay, so babaguhin natin yung kulay para mas madali natin siya ma-distinguish visually. Babaguhin natin siya sa framing solid. And ito, pag kinilig natin si set associated segmentation, meron tayong mga legends dito. Color green kung all works done in current segmentation. Let's say sa column, tapos na si formworks, tsaka tapos na si completing works. Color brown naman kung only formworks lang yung natapos na. And color blue kung only completing works lang yung natapos na. Right, para mas makita natin mas maayos, let's proceed. Hide lang natin yung ibang elements. Ang pakita lang muna natin is si column. Okay, let's say itong part na to. Tapos na siya 100% complete na. Pwede ko siyang i-highlight lahat, then i-click ko tong progress claim 1, including formwork and complete, then click OK. Kita nga din color green siya, no? Then let's say for this month, itong part na to ay formwork lang yung natapos, hindi natapos si complete. So we can uncheck the concrete, then click OK. Makikita nyo magiging color brown siya. Now let's do this to other elements. Let's do this to beam and slab as well. So ganun din yung gagawin natin. I-highlight natin yung part na to. Let's assume na for progress claim this month, tapos na yung completing works and formworks na tong, ng zone na to. Then let's assume na itong top part at itong second part ay formworks lang ang natapos, hindi color brown siya. Then let's do this with slab. Yan, ito assume natin na tapos na yung formwork at complete. Sa taas naman, tapos na si formwork. And so, i-view natin lahat, then we can now calculate. So, pag kinilik natin yung check segmentation, makikita natin dito kung ano yung mga kasama sa progress claim 1. Kung napapansin nyo, may mga part na naka-transparent, tapos may mga part naman na fully shaded yung color. Yung fully shaded na color, itong mga entities na to ay na-claim na, no, tapos na ma-claim sa isang progress claim. Pero yung mga iba na transparent, hindi pa siya tapos. Meaning, formwork lang yung natapos, no? Tulad nito. Now, punta naman tayo sa next progress claim. Let's say, next month na, no? Sa susunod na month, ito natapos na yung completing works niya. So, doon na siya papasok sa progress claim 2. Yan, yung completing works niya, ipapasok natin sa progress claim 2. Tapos, sabihin din ganun. Itong part na to, at tapos na yung concreting works na, ipapasok natin siya sa progress claim 2. And let's say itong part na to, nagsimula na yung formworks niya. Pwede natin siyang ipasok sa progress claim 2 pero formworks lang. Same with slab, ganun din yung gawin natin. Highlight ko to, then tapusin natin yung concrete work niya na pumasok sa progress claim 2. Tapos itong part naman na to ay sabihin natin na nag-start na yung formwork niya. Okay, pwede natin siya i-calculate, and once we calculate it, no, pag pumunta tayo sa view expression, makikita natin, tignan niyo po. Right, di ba itong part ng slab na to, yung formwork niya pumasok sa progress claim 1. Tapos yung completing work niya pumasok sa progress claim 2. Pag tinignan natin yung view expression sa ilalim, 100% ng area of formwork nasa progress claim 1. Pero 100% ng volume na concrete pumasok sa progress claim 2. Yun, so may percentage din, no? Makikita natin dito sa ilalim. Tapos kung gusto natin, try natin iba pang part or iba pang elements. Ganun din. Yung formwork pumasok sa progress claim 1, tapos yung volume pumasok sa progress claim 2. So, ganun po kaya sa segmentation when it comes to progress claims. So, tutulungan niya tayo para matrack yung progress ng project natin on-site and mas makakapag-claim tayo sa tamang oras. Now, if you're wondering kung gumagana din ba ito sa vertical elements, the answer is yes. This feature is available in the next slide, which is called Define Work Done. Example scenario, sa construction projects, we occasionally do vertical progressing. For example, di ba may column tayo na 5 meter, tapos for progress claim ng January, 3 meters lang yung natapos natin. Yung remaining 2 meters naman ay sa next month pa matatapos. Therefore, kailangan natin siya i-claim in different progress claims. In the previous version of the software, hindi siya available. Makukuha lang natin yung total quantity, but not the percentage per element. Dito, pwede tayong mag-associate ng percentage sa bawat elements. Again, this feature of the software allows us to put percentage to represent the work done in a specific entity. And that's a software, ika-calculate niyo yung quantities based on the percentage that we input. Now, let's proceed with the video to show or to explain you more about this feature of the software. Yan, so gagawa ulit tayo ng progress claim, pero gagawa tayo for vertical elements lang, such as columns at walls. So gagawa ko ng dalawa, progress claim for January, and then a progress claim for February. Then after that, i-hide natin yung ibang elements. I-hide natin yung ibang elements, yung mga horizontal elements, para yung vertical elements lang yung makita natin. Okay, so let's say itong part na to, nasa taas ay pwede lang i-claim yung January and 100% done na, we can input the percentage here as 100%. Tapos, let's say itong bottom part, itong column ito, hindi pa siya tapos ng January. May percentage lang na natapos, which is 30%. So, pwede natin i-input ng 30%. Tapos, let's say itong wall na to, for the month of January, tapos na siya, 100% complete, so we can add and then input PC dyan, and then input kung ano yung percentage, which is 100. And itong part naman na to is 50% done pa lang. So, pwede ko siyang i-input sa PC dyan ng January and then 50% done. Right, when we calculate it, pag tinignan natin yung view expression, makikita natin na ito kasi di ba natapos na siya on January sa taas na part ng volume. Makikita natin sa volume na 100% pumasok siya sa progress claim ng January under the segmentation column here. Tapos, yung iba naman, tulad nito, ito, nasa baba, di ba, 30% work done lang siya. So, i-multiply mo yung quantity into 30%, ito yung quantity niya, tapos, ito lang pumasok sa progress claim in January. Yung 70%, naka-null pa siya or wala pa kasi hindi pa naman natin siya kailangan i-claim. Same with wall, ganun din po, 100%. Ito naman, 50% lang. Now, if we click check segmentation, ito, makikita natin, tulad ng ginawa natin kanina, makikita natin na may mga part na fully shaded and mga part transparent. Itong transparent kasi hindi pa siya natapos sa isang progress claim. Ibig sabihin, na-claim siya in different progress claims. Now, if we go to view quantity by category, pwede natin ma-sort out yung mga quantities. Let's say, so sa wall, for the month of January, itong quantity lang yung pwede natin ma-claim. Tapos, yung ibang quantity, papasok siya sa null. Yan, pwede rin natin i-track back, no? Pwede natin i-reverse the check model kung nasaan yung location ng mga quantities na na-claim na ng January. So, mas madali natin counter-check sa model. Ganun ka-helpful si segmentation feature. It can also be useful not only sa horizontal progress claims, kundi pati na rin sa vertical progress claims for vertical elements. Pero if you're asking, paano ito mapapresent sa client or mapapakita sa kanila if hindi naman sila user ng software? Marami tayong options. One, we can show the model to them in actual or pwede tayong gumamit ng function of the software, which brings us to the next part of the discussion, which is called check segmentation. Example scenario, kailangan natin mag-submit ng contractor ng markup proofs for progress claim. Kung sa markup or proof, kailangan ma-explain yung work done covered in the current claim. QS sometimes need to demonstrate project progress to the supervisor or upstream using color-coded drawings. Pero traditionally, mahirap siya since we don't get to visualize the actual project. Gamit yung check segmentation, mas madali natin mapapakita yung markups because we can show it to them visually. Right, for example, we have a model here, tapos meron na tayong iba't ibang segmentation, no? Okay, so pwede natin i-check lahat and then makikita natin in different colors, in different segmentation. Right, this is for January, this is for February, and this is for March. Then pag hinirate natin, mag-color siya lahat, no? And then isa pa sa kagandahan nito, pag move natin yung cursor sa isang specific entity, let's say yung wall na to, makikita natin dito, progress claim for February, 15% yung na-claim. Progress claim for March, 81% yung na-claim. So dito makikita natin siya, no? Mas madali natin matatrack or mag-check kung ilang percentage na ba yung na-claim or kung kailan siya na-claim. Same with slab, ganun din. Sa January, 14% yung na-claim, pero nung February, 86% yung na-claim. Pwede natin itong i-save as feature. Ngayon, pag sinave as feature natin to, mag-export si software ng high-level JPEG file, high-quality JPEG file, no? Para mapakita sa client. So we can send it through email, we can send it in any messaging tool like Viber, WhatsApp, etc., etc. So, tignan natin kung paano siya i-export ni software. Yan. So, ganito yung magiging itsura niya. Now that you have seen how useful the software is in terms of using the model with different members of the team, after the tendering stage that is done by the tendering team or ng main office QS, pwede na natin ipasa yung model sa site QS naman for different purposes such as checking the model inside, changing the model for variation order or for progress claim purposes. Now, maybe some of you will raise the question, yes, very useful software in terms of estimation or costing of the project, but how about the collaboration between the team members of the project? Paano kung kailangan ko isan yung model or file sa ibang construction parties such as consultant or kay subcon? Kaya ba siya ng Cubicost? The answer is definitely yes, which brings us the next part of our discussion, which is from Office to Anywhere or the Cubicost Cloud feature. For the last section of my presentation, ipapakita ko naman po kung paano ang accessibility ni software even we are not in the office and we need the quantity or the model. Especially sa time natin ngayon na very unpredictable ang work setup. Minsan, we work from home, sometimes we work in office, so we can pre-tell, no? So it is important na meron tayong single source of documents that the other members of the team can benefit. I will show you a video first para mas magkaroon tayo ng background or idea on how Cubicost Cloud works. Okay? So I'm gonna play a video and please watch very carefully.
As we all know.
Can you hear the audio?
Team
Narinig ko ba yung
collaboration.
audio ng video? Ano yung narinig? Thank you. Ayun.
Solves and saves a lot of time.
Hold on for a while, sorry.
at work. However,
Yeah.
it involves large amounts of file exchange, which in the AEC industry heavily relies on USB hard disk and servers now. It's troublesome for your employees to work from home, especially during the post-pandemic period. As for the communication with upstream and downstream, using different working platforms would considerably reduce efficiency. Assume that you're using intelligent and visualized BIM technology for quantity takeoff. You feel delighted, but when it comes to reports and business meetings, you still have to use piled up documents and pictures to communicate with your clients. Suddenly, all the joy goes away. Now to solve all that, introducing Cubicost Cloud. Cubicost Cloud enables you to manage your project files in the cloud, which is just so much easier and cheaper. Cubicost Cloud's powerful permission management and safe cloud service guarantees both confidentiality and safety of your data. Moreover, it enables you to systematically organize the documents in the full lifecycle of construction projects. With Cubicost Cloud, you can share task models with your colleagues, even your co-workers outside the company, making it possible for them to obtain benefits of BIM models through any device, anywhere and anytime. BIM model in the cloud helps you work with your teammates better because it not only provides you with a visually appealing model, but also all the information you need. You can view the attribute, quantity, as well as the quantity report of your model. The best thing is, you can even check the deduction details. Thus, not only knowing what the exact quantity is, but also how it's been calculated, which enables everyone involved in the project to speak the same BIM language. Moreover, remarks can be added to the model and reviewed by team workers in real time. You can even attach screenshots to better illustrate your point. The internal and external collaboration has never been so easy and smooth before. Cubicost Cloud, making collaboration as
And after that you have, now that you have a brief idea what Cubicost Cloud is, I will explain some feature of the software. It plays a big part in terms of collaboration with different construction parties, not only sa team members natin, pero pwede rin tayo makapag-collaborate in other team players such as contractor, subcontractor, consultants, etc. Basically, sa Cubicost Cloud po kasi, pwede natin i-upload yung mga files natin such as drawings, PDF, CAD files, or even PAS model and get access to the model and report anytime, anywhere, in any device. Also, since Cubicost Cloud can be opened in a web browser, we can access in different devices such as phone, tablets, especially kung wala tayong access sa computer natin or laptops. So I will show you some features of Cubicost Cloud in the following slides. Basically, meron tayong 4 na cloud storage for Cubicost Cloud. Project space, employee space, shared space, and outside collaboration. So, a small detail lang, for project space, dito natin ina-upload yung mga files we are working on the project we are working with. Sa employee space naman po, kung yung mga personal or private file tayo na gustong i-import and ayaw natin i-share sa iba, pwede natin siyang i-import sa employee space. Now, if a colleague share the file to us, makikita natin siya sa may shared space. And let's say yung ibang part, yung model natin ay sinend natin sa ibang party or sa third party such as subcon na hindi natin kasama sa company, papasok siya sa outside collaboration. Right, in sharing the file to other colleagues or to outside parties, we can share the link with the verification code and the link and the verification code. Pwede natin i-send to sa email or message them personally so we can have an access of the project and mag-view din nila yung model or quantity report in their web browser. Sa next slide, ipapakita ko naman kung paano tayo mag-share ng files or documents sa other team members or outside parties. Okay, so this video is about sharing of files. Okay, so ito makikita niyo meron tayong different spaces, Kung gusto natin siyang i-share, i-click lang natin tong share. And then meron tayong dalawang pwedeng pag-sharean with colleagues and share with others. Kung gusto nyo i-share sa colleagues, click lang yung add and then click OK. Then mag-a-appear to doon sa shared space ng colleague ninyo. Then kung gusto nyo siyang i-share sa outsider, ayan, very secure din si software kasi hindi ka basta-basta makakapag-send ng files sa ibang tao na outside our company. Kailangan mo na ng permission ng admin ng Cubicost or ng administrator ng account ninyo sa company. So siya yung mag-set ng permission if you are allowed to send with outside parties. Sorry. Ayan, sorry bro. Balik ko lang, no? Yan, so siya lang yung makakapag-set ng permission para makapag-share tayo ng ibang files sa mga third party. So pwede niyang gawin is bigyan ka ng access, then pwede niyang i-share sa outsiders. Then sa pag-share naman sa outsiders, may limit lang, no? Let's say 7 days or 30 days. Pwede mo siyang iset. Tapos bibigyan mo rin siya ng option kung pwede niya bang ma-edit yung file or pwede lang mo-view, tulad nito. Okay, hintayin na lang natin. Yan, share with outsiders, ngayon wala ka pang permission. So tatanungin mo yun si admin ng account. Pwede mo ba kang bigyan ng permission to send these files sa third party? Yun, pwede natin share with outsiders. And then merong base, no? They can preview and download, then create link and verification code. Then mag-appear siya sa outside collaboration. Input lang ni receiver with verification code and then ma-access niya na yung model or yung file. Now, if you are the receiving party or kung gusto mong i-browse yung file na share, you can definitely do it. I'll show you in the next slide. Dito kasi pwede natin ma-browse yung model by floor, pwede natin ma-check yung element type and attribute, pwede natin ma-check yung quantity expression, tsaka quantity report. Take note lang, sa Cubicost Cloud, hindi natin pwedeng ma-edit yung model. Mag-view lang natin yung model and mag-view lang natin yung report, pero hindi tayo makapag-edit, no? Right, so for example, yan, ito yung magiging itsura niya kapag in-open natin siya sa browser. We can view the model by floor, select natin kung anong floor yung gusto makita natin, and ayun yung mag-appear sa model. We can view it by element, nakikita nyo. And we can view it however we want. We can rotate, we can view it in section para makita natin yung kaloob-looban ng structure na ginawa natin tulad nito. Pwede rin natin malaman yung attribute ng bawat element. Let's say yung column. Gusto mo malaman kung anong pangalan niya, kung ano yung quantity niya. Makikita rin natin dito sa may Cubicost Cloud. Yan, so malalaman natin yung quantity, no? So that is how very useful the model browsing of the Cubicost Cloud is. Again, pwede natin mag-view yung file through different devices, through phones, tablets, etc. anytime, anywhere. So let's say wala kayo sa office or nasa biyahe kayo, then pwede i-access yung model natin at pwede tayo mag-check ng model through Cubicost Cloud. But what if naman if we want to make what if we want to make some comments or remarks dahil may nakita tayong error sa model, paano natin siya gagawin? Right, so if you find something in a model that needs further examination, you can mark and write down the issues and comments and synchronize the messages to others in real time. We can use cloud marking, pwede rin ilagay ng comments, annotation, and remarks to Cubicost Cloud. Using this way, mas mapapadali ang communication between your colleagues or other construction parties in terms of checking and revising the model. Ang mangyayari is mananotify ang mga members sa isang project if ever na may comments sa isang model. So I'll show you in the video. Okay, so this is about comments naman on the model. So let's say ikaw, binigyan ka ng model, then gusto mong i-check, no? Let's say gusto mong maglagay ng markup or i-check yung dimensions doon sa model through Cubicost Cloud, pwede mong gawin yun. May mga useful tool tayo to measure. Tapos, kung gusto natin maglagay ng markup, pwede natin gawin yun, tulad nito. Then, we can also input some comments. Let's say, may nakita tayong mali. Please check this or please revise this one. Once we make a comment, manonotify yung mga team members sa project natin. Makikita nila yun sa notification center nila. Pwede tayong maglagay ng comments sa loob. Let's say, may nakita tayong mali sa window na to. We can make some comments. Then, you can say, please check the window. Then, ito, makikita natin siya dito sa may comments. So, pwede natin i-access, no? I-click lang natin dito sa may comment section. Then, i-auto-locate tayo ng software sa location ng comment na yun. So, di tayo mahirap hanapin kung saan ba nilagay ni commenter yung, yung comment niya o yung remarks niya. Ayun yung magandaan ng Cubicost Cloud. Mas madali mag-annotate. Sorry. Mas madali mag-annotate, mas madali mag-iwan ng comments at remarks sa model anytime, anywhere, in any devices. Now, if you are wondering kung paano na-notify sa team members, I'll show you in the next video. This is about remarks on comments. Let's say, na-receive mo na yung comment nung nag-check. Then gusto mong baguhin or gusto mo siyang i-notify na binago mo na. So, mag-appear siya sa notification center. Click mo lang yung comment, and then you can click go back to comments. And then ito, makikita na natin one by one. So we can give a remark here. Let's say we'll do it or already revised it, something like that. Kung makikita natin, ganun kalawak ang functionality ni Cubicost in terms of team collaboration and mas magiging madali ang communication natin with other team members because of this added functionality of the software. Not only that, it's very easy to use and very accessible. And mind you, kasama rin siya sa package ni TS. Pag bumili kayo ng TS license, the Cubicost Cloud is already included there. So meron kayong 20 gig of free memory na pwede kayo mag-upload ng models, ng different files, ng CAL files, JPEG files, etc. etc. So pwede nyo mabigat si Cubicost Cloud kung gusto nyo i-sort yung mga documents ninyo sa mga projects na ginagawa ninyo. Now, coming to the last part of my presentation, and to summarize everything we have discussed and showed you, basically what the message that we want to impart you is to boost your productivity of cost estimation, all you need is, of course, Cubicost. The construction industry is fast revolving, and currently, we are shifting into digital construction with lots of construction companies realizing the importance of incorporating BIM in their construction works. And the functionalities of Golden Cubicost na demonstrate ko kanina, such as from traditional to digital, which highlights the 2D measurement tool of the software, from digital to intelligent, which transforms the 2D plan into 3D, and generating intelligent quantity report from structural to architectural and maps, from one-to-one that shows the capacity of the software during the construction phase, and also from office to anywhere, which emphasizes the usefulness of the collaboration feature of the software, especially in our current work setup. I hope marami kayong natutunan and na-realize sa presentation ko, and I hope I've explained very clearly the values of the software. Well, anyway, if you have any questions, clarifications, or kung bibigyan nyo kami ng chance na makapag-conduct ng demo presentation with your team to show you in details the functionality of the software for your consideration na may adapt yung Cubicost in your current works, please do not hesitate to contact me, Marion, and the Golden Philippines team. That's all of my part. Thank you guys for staying with me until this time. And please enjoy the remaining part of the event.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Jade, for your wonderful and detailed sharing on key improvements of Cubicost C4. So we have gained many insights po, no? And we hope the same for our participants here. So about the new exciting features like segmentation, revisions, new interfaces, maps, finishes, progress claim, cloud services, and many more. So maraming naging development po, no, si Cubicost in just 1 year, no? Marami po. So kung isa-sum up natin, Cubicost is the expert in the field of quantity takeoff and cost estimation. And it's here in the Philippines also to help the companies, QS and cost estimators sa mga challenges nila and pain points. So at the same time, wrapping up the productivity of workplace, efficiency, and accuracy of quantity takeoff, transforming from traditional to digitalization. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Okay. So before lang po ako just wanted to check with our participants here. Okay, with our participants here. Can you type digitalization? Makita ko lang po kung sino po yung mga active. Ayun, thank you Sir Chidoros, Ma'am Marvel, Sir Danny. Ayan, marami po. Thank you po. Thank you po for the continuous support in our event. So before we proceed in our last few slides, we wanted to share you also, no, we prepared a video about the PH user, no, na nakapag-use na ng Cubicost software natin and across different countries na yung mga voices nila in using Cubicost solution. So let me play and continuous lang po kayo magtanong, no? Feel free to ask questions. Nandyan po yung team namin para sagutin yung mga katanungan nyo. Okay?
Since 2008, in US, Finland, and the United Kingdom, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Vietnam, we have set up our own branches, so we can achieve our customer very closely.
Thinking about how to make our product meet customers' needs better is my everyday work. We always trace back to the original business scenario, visit and interview lots of customers, and even let ourselves become customers, using our product to do the projects.
We have a strong R&D team and adopt agent development process to ensure the effectiveness and efficiency of work. We conduct discussions constantly, even reject our own solutions, aiming to create an excellent product through refined design and algorithm.
Before a new feature is released, we will carry out a full range of high-standard tests. We are always online to listen to our users' demands and solve their problems. We are committed to providing comprehensive, accurate, and prompt testing feedbacks with expertise and technologies, so as to protect the quality of the software.
User experience is high on the priority list of Cubicost. We carefully research the tactics and the feelings of our users. We try to utmost to understand their work methods and scenarios. What do we want to bring our users? It's not good-looking product.
Cubicost is dedicated to providing a quantity takeoff and cost estimating platform based on BIM and AI for owners, consultancies, contractors, subcontractors, and vendors around the world. Through the sincere cooperation of product, design, and R&D teams, we can dig the value of products deeper and bring users an integrated IT solution that is intelligent, visual, and interconnected.
My only message is give Cubicost a chance. Give it a try, then maybe do a project or two using Cubicost. And I believe after using it, you will be the judge yourself. It is a helpful software and it will make your life easier. So give it a try. That's the only message I have.
For the most impressive feature of the software, so personally, I like the feature that you can view the 3D deduction of the quantities. So it's very impressive in a way that you can be very detailed when it comes to reviewing your model and investigating what are the elements that are subtracted, like for example to a concrete column or to a beam. So if you want to be as precise as possible, so the view 3D deduction feature is very useful.
Parang pag gumamit ka, ayun, parang hindi mo na siya mako-compare sa iba talaga na magka-level. So parang mas mataas yung level niya kasi 3D beam siya. So more accurate talaga siya. Tapos very flexible.
Kalau dari Cubicost tuh lebih cepat, lebih detail, terus kita bisa presentasinya ke klien kita juga.
Biasanya sih untuk area-area yang kadang kita hitungannya kasar, biasanya lebih ke arah.
By using traditional method, we need to separate into the smaller part to do the measurement. For the Cubicost product, we can just draw the shape with the architect provide, and it will help us to reduce the measurement time. Then we can focus on the management part for the project.
I found that if we use Cubicost, our works will become more organized. Then it will save us a lot of time for the compilations. Therefore, when we prepare the BQ, we can straight away use the elements that generate out.
There are many BIM software in the market today, but Cubicost is still our first choice. Interface of the Cubicost is more user-friendly, easy for the beginner to pick up and learn the basic function.
我覺得喺唔同情況底下咧有唔同嘅效果啦，例如我哋做勾桌嘅時候可能會快咗啦，真係快咗咯。
Thank you, Glodon Cubicost, for being there for us.
Thank you, Glodon, for making digital QS profession possible in this roadmap towards digitalization.
Thank you, Glodon Cubicost, for your continuous innovations and efforts, making the construction practice a little bit more efficient and interesting.
Thank you, Glodon Cubicost, for your unprecedented contribution in the industry and always going above and beyond.
Thank you, Glodon Cubicost, for making QS life easier.
Ayun po. So, narinig nyo na po yung voices from different clients, from different companies using our Cubicost solution. Now, we are nearing for our last few slides in our event. So, just sit back po, Still, learning about our Cubicost solution. So we will be discussing our last session, which is our online training platform. Okay, for our last session, we all know some of the professionals po na are working from home, yung iba nasa office na because of the COVID-19 pandemic po talaga talagang nahirapan tayo for our past 2 years. So kaya mahirap yung magkaroon ng mga physical trainings, magkaroon ng physical webinars like before. So it made us rethink the best way to keep providing our good service to the clients. Here, introducing our service upgrade to our online training platforms. Okay, so to our existing users, to TES, and hopefully for our future participants na maging partner din po namin, we are excited to introduce to you the all-new start view of TES and TRB. So you will have your file menu, new navigation bar, software update, new file navigation tab, and FAQ and news. So For example, the file menu, if you need to create a new file, open existing files, save changes, option or more, file menu is the place to do it. So another one, navigation bar. So our new navigation bar. If you want to organize, they start you into 4 categories: workspace, where you can see your files, e-learning, where you can learn about and master the software. So case share, you get inspired by the success story. Update, you can check out the overview of our new release. So these are the new upgrades in our all new start view of TES and TRB. So another one, the information portal. So it is a success stories from our star user across the nation to inspire you to build a better brand image with Cubicost. So these are the case study also, no, na ginamit niyo na po yung Cubicost, and these are their feedbacks po. So that is for our information portal, and just click case share. Okay, and also, to make it more accessible to our user, you can quickly click the e-learning and to find the contents you'd like to learn. It also have level of complexity. So may mga nagtatanong, paano ba yung gaano ba kadali malaman yan? Gaano ba kadali matutunan yung Cubicost TES and TRB and TME? So it has a level of basic, intermediate, advanced, and customized. So it is one of the new service upgrade of our online training platform. So another thing is that for our e-learning, our online training platform, you can now QR code, scan this QR code to go to our online training platform. And then you can also copy this link. It will be given also later for our chat room. So I'll give you just a few seconds. It will, now if you just click this link, it will go to our online training platform. So it is a complete set of courses about TES, TRB available in our OTP. So you can view it anytime po, no, to keep learning. Kasi you know naman, hindi naman isang upuan lang yan, no. To keep learning, you can view it anytime po. Ayan. So thanks again to our customers. Thank you for working with us to create products and contribute to the upgrading of the industry. Now, let's invite the pioneer customers in Philippines to join us to witness the glory moments of our Cubicost product launch. So, ayan, marami po kaming naging partners na po across different provinces here in the Philippines, different companies and developers, consultant, and contractors. Now, for our last few slides na po, just wanted to remind, so na ano na po tayo, papunta na po tayo for our lucky draw. Siguro maghanda na po tayo ng mobile phone natin, no, for our mobile phone or cell phone, and then open your QR code. And I believe we have 142 participants here. So na-mention ko po earlier, the first 100 registrant in our QR code later, ito po papakita ko after this slide, will be given a exclusive card case. So it's worth 3K po each. So ano po, ready na po natin, and then click the link will be given here in our chat room. So another one is mag-ready na din po tayo ng ating pag-fill up doon sa my website. Okay? So eto na po. Now we have reached our final session this evening. Let us start our lucky draw. Who is our lucky 5 kaya? So we will give you a 15 minutes to register to the given link and QR code. So eto na po, nasa chat room na po yung ano natin, yung link. Mag-register na po tayo kasi yung 100 participants, sila po yung magbibigyan, ay 100 participants na nag-register, sila lang po yung mabibigyan ng exclusive gift na exclusive card case of Lodon And then we will within that within that link, tatawagin din po doon yung 5 lucky winners. Ayan, tatawagin na din po yung 5 lucky winners ng AirPod 3rd generation. So it's worth 9K po. It's worth 9K each na research po sa Shopee earlier. Okay? So, ano po? Nag-attend ka lang po for our webinar. No? Nagbigay lang po kayo ng tours. So, may chance na tayo manalo agad ng AirPods. You can research about AirPods 5 3rd generation. So, it's 9K each. So, we will have 5 lucky winners later. Ayun, may mga nakikita na po kami na nagre-register in our Excel. Ayan. Ayan, may message po. Can you try again? Ayan po, nagbigay po yung ano po namin, nag-unique si Jane ng docs. Ayan. Okay, apologies for that. Ayan po, can you try again? Please try this one. So, we have 100 participants here. The first 100 registrant will be given an exclusive card cases po of Glodon Hong Kong. Ayan, it's worth 3K each as per our Hong Kong team po. So maganda po yun, maganda. And then sa mga nag-register po for 138 na mag-register dito, we will call you for our for our lucky 5 winners. If you are done, I know nakita yung kulik namin, tinitignan yung mga Excel, pero just want to have a quick survey. If you're done, can you click done? Can you answer done here in our chat room? Ayan, dami na. Ayun. Ayan. So, important reminder. Please kompletuhin po natin information nandun na kasi lalo na yung email, mamaya kung mali po yung email natin, hindi po kayo masisendan ng details ng halimbawa, yung delivery po ninyo, delivery address, kunin po sa inyo, so i-deliver po sa bahay po ninyo yung card cases po, no? Exclusive card cases. Lalo na pagka sa lucky winner, important na ma-fulfill po natin yung information doon sa Excel, sa docs po. Okay? So, if registration po, open po. Okay? Ang galing po nun, nagbigay lang ng 2 hours, may lucky chance na to win ang AirPod 3rd generation. Okay, ang dami na. Parang feeling ko nasa ano na tayo, 80. Parang paubos na. Naka-mute po pala ako. Siyempre po, ulitin ko lang po. This is a special event for our Philippine participants. So, event, we have prepared also a special promotion for you. So, we have a special offer po sa inyo. Enjoy our extra 12 months with 34 months renewal or new purchase for any Cubicost C4 solution. TS, TRD, or TME. Depende po sa kailangan nyo po. No? So, if you buy any 24 months new purchase, may extra 12 months po kayo. So, I think it will save you more than 100. Ito na po yan, no? Sobrang po niyan. Makakasave po kayo ng 1 year pa. Yan. Okay. Okay, we are done. Alright. We wish you all the best po. We wish you all the best. We wish you all the best to our lucky winners. Sino po kaya yung magiging can you share? Sorry. Sorry about that. Wala pa po pala. False alarm. Okay. Ayan. Okay. Okay, last few minutes to register. Kasi we have 37 year and lang yung kulang. Kasi sayang naman po nag-register kayo. Tapos nag-participate, hindi kayo nag-register. Natawag yung hindi matatawag yung pangalan po ninyo. Ayan. Kaya important po mag-register tayo for our 5 lakh winners. For 100 participants na first 100 participants, congrats na po sa inyo. Bibigyan na po kayo ng exclusive card case. Okay? So, tulitin ko lang po, we have a special promotion for our participants here. So, extra 12 months po. Enjoy our extra 12 months po. So, you can contact us at this page at global.glodon.com, email, our mobile number, and then our Facebook page. Okay? Ayan na po. Malapit na po. I think 1 minute na lang po. Ayan. I-start na po tayo. Okay. So, we wish you all the best to our participants here for our 5 lucky winners. So mag-i-start na po tayo. So again, we wish you all the best po. Let us start now by calling our number 1 lucky winner. Okay? Let's start by drawing the name.
Start. Please stop. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's draw.
Okay, Mr. Denison Arcalim. So our first winner is Denison Arcalim.
So just wait for our email. Our team will contact you for the delivery of your new Airpad 3rd generation. Yan, meron na po si Sir Denison ng Airpad. So let's start by calling the second winner. Sino po kaya? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw.
Ayun, si Mr. Bernardo Joshua. Our Barrier, hindi ko po makuha pangalan. Pero congrats po, Mr. Bernardo Joshua, for winning the Pan-Urban third generation po. Ayan. Let us call our third winner na po. Three, two, one. Let's go. Ayun, Mr. Ken C. Singbo, our third winner. Congrats po, Mr. Ken C. Singbo. Okay. Congrats po. Let us call our fourth winner. So who is our luckiest fourth winner? Okay, let's go. Parang alam ko, no? Bingo. Okay, so Mr. Bernardo, congrats po. Congratulations for you to winning Urban third generation po. Okay. Okay, our last winner po. Ayan. Sabi mga sana ako na, no? Pupukay na lang din ako kung mag-register. Gusto din po. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ayun, Miss Aubrey Gregorio po. Congratulations po, Miss Aubrey Gregorio, for winning the Urban Third Gen. Congratulations po to all the winners po. Okay, let me just share again my screen. I-ano ko lang po. Okay. Ayan, meron na tayo. Congratulations po sa mga nanalo ng AirPod Gen Ayan, again, paki-ano na lang po ito especially for you po, for our participants. No? This is, dito kami binibigay po yan to our, pagka, dito lang po yan in our event. Kaya, pag ano po kayo, inquire, let us know. Pagka gusto nyo pong magtanong, demo, open po kami. So, we hope you enjoy this event so far. And throughout this year, we will have other webinars po like this. And sana makasama pa po kayo for our next event. And if you want to know more about our Cubicost product and how our company can adapt to, your company can adapt to digital transformation, please feel free to contact us at the given. Okay? So again, thank you very much for attending our event and witnessing our 2022 Cubicost New Product Launch. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi po sa inyo. Ingat po! Sa mga uwi pa lang, ingat po.
Thank you very much po. Maraming salamat po. Ingat po kayo.